Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Centre, or as it's called in Jamaica, Mona Rehab, has been stigmatized for many years. But in that period of time, greatness oozed from this place. In 1988, when Jamaica was being battered by Hurricane Gilbert, a next storm left the shores of Jamaica en route to Seoul, South Korea, and the impact would be significant and still is until this day.
The first time when I get select, I was so happy. Going and telling my friend them that I'm going to the Paralympic game. And then when I reached there, I'm in the plane and I was nervous. And then I get over the nervous, and then I reach there now. And I go there and I perform. And I realize that when I perform good. So I said, wow. So that was, and over there, the people them over there are loving, caring. I enjoy with them, and then when we reach there, each country have a church. Like they put to a church, and that church, oh, they were so good to Jamaica. I pick up 3 silver medals. And the 3 silver medals one is discus, one is javelin, and one is pentathlon.
Those first 3 silver medals in Seoul have led to a remarkable career that has seen Sylvia Grant become a 7-time Paralympian.
In all, I have about 25 medals, including silver, bronze, and gold. The one what I mostly honor more is the one in Mexico, because I did get the record, the American record. That's the one I mostly enjoy.
She's basically a discus thrower, and we introduced her to the javelin thing, and we went there with her, and she was actually unknown, right? And she came from nowhere, and she got the silver medal in a regional record. That's the longest I've ever thrown. That was very achievable and very good for me. And herself also getting that regional record.
Sylvia Grant of Jamaica, 2 centimetres and 1 point better than Mazik, and so she gets the silver medal.
Sylvia demonstrates mettle. She demonstrates encouragement to other athletes as well. And certainly she had the talent, and that was demonstrated on the international scene, particularly in her events that she pursued. I think that had we had, when she started out, the technical capacity to assist our athletes, then she would have done far better than she did. But that does not take away from her achievements, because she has under her belt some stellar achievements. When you're talking about the attributes, self-discipline, determination, a sense of empathy for her fellow athletes. She's always encouraging her athletes. She doesn't break under pressure, and she knows that when she goes in the ring, she is representing her country first, and then herself second.
Adding to her exploits at the Paralympic Games, Sylvia has medaled at the World Championships, Pan American Games, and the USA America's Cup. She has 23 medals in total for Jamaica. However, one of her best moments as a Jamaican came on Tuesday, December 10, 2013.
I was in the state, and I get a call, and that day they're going to honor me. I have to come down to get the honor. So I come down, and when I come down from the state, her name is Venetia Phillips. She have a thing down the village for me, invite my friends, my athlete friends, and they give me the key to the city.
I had to do some hours as a university student in the United Kingdom, and I decided to help with the disabled community, and that, by the way, had different types of profiles and classification, and the group I was working with was really funny. So I had to do some research, and I was asked by one of the youngsters, as engaging at the time, you know, do you work with disabled people in Jamaica? Because they loved my accent. And the Jamaican accent, of course, is one that is catchy all over the world. And, do you work with disabled in Jamaica? And I'm like, I've never. And I explained to them because my only idea of disabled persons at the time were just the engagement at St. Joseph's, because it was close to Rollington Town Primary, and you had that unit where you had the, you know, persons affected by polio and stuff. That's the only thing I knew. And it felt a little bit off. She said, oh, so you don't know the Paralympians? Like, and you know, the youngster named Sylvia. And I was like, still don't know. Her arms are powerful. And I was like, Sylvia, who is that? You know what I mean? So when I got home, I think it was that evening or the evening after, I decided to research. Looking at Sylvia's achievement, I was just totally blown away. I remember I went to the then mayor when I was elected, and I said to her, I'm going to make my focus the disabled community. And I was going to work with Sylvia because I didn't believe at the time that Jamaica knew enough about Sylvia Grant. I didn't think Sylvia Grant got the kind of attention, the kind of support. I didn't think she got the kind of recognition that she deserved. But I believe the starting place was giving her the keys to the city, giving her the recognition. We had done a board where her face was placed on it because I wanted it to be taken to the rest of the space, where when you're driving by and you would see her picture and her name and a picture of her throwing the javelin, that people would come to recognize her and realize that, oh, we have a champion of Jamaica living right here in our community.
After that, when I get the key to the city, then she told me that I'm getting honor, OD. So when I hear that, I said, wow, that was great. I did love it. My daughter was so happy for me.
I couldn't scream on the top of my voice when I was there because, you know, the environment, but I was bursting inside, bursting. Feels good. We'll put it up in our living rooms. Every time I pass and I see it, I say, oh, that's my mother. She has done the family proud, her community, our country. It's just, I feel honored to be her daughter every day, even out of sports.
Away from sports, Sylvia has found life challenging, with her achievements fading with her reality. A story which started as a rejection when Sylvia was just 3 months old seems to be heading in that direction again.
My father here that moved me to Kingston and never come back. So I grew up here, and when I reached 16, they have another polio breakout. So they say I have to leave because there are people who's coming in. So they send me they carry me back to the hospital, Port Antonio Hospital, where in the hospital nobody come and look for me. Then a lady come there and see me and say, oh, I know this lady, it's Ethlyn's daughter. So my sister take me to her house, and I'm there till she carry me back to where my mother is. I'm there with her, she never treat me good. And I wrote Professor a letter and tell him that I want to come back here. He never answered, so I take the bus and I come for myself. And from I come back here, I don't go back to them. When these kids gone home, when holiday, I'm not going home, they used to come back and bossy at me and say, oh, they have pretty clothes, pretty this. I used to beat them up for that. So it was not good.
Sylvia deserves far more. She's given so much to Jamaica, and she does it with pride. She looks forward to competing on our behalf. And, you know, she's done us proud, and she deserves the kind of attention and support that, you know, Jamaica should rightly give to her.
Other than her trophies and the memories of what she has achieved and her awards, she has nothing to say that, you know, I done this. I don't want her to be comfortable in life, not in any needs or any wants. And her dream is to teach. So if I could help her to accomplish that, I would. She wants to be a coach to pass her knowledge to others. So I would definitely, if I could honor her, I would give her that opportunity.
It is something I'm looking forward to give her, not to replace the ceremonial keys, but to add to that, you know, keys to her own home, that as a thank you. My arms will never be as strong as Sylvia's arm. I can't throw a javelin, I can't pick up a javelin. I don't know if you can. It's not a joke. I've tried to hold that thing and try to throw it, and it doesn't go anywhere. It takes a lot of energy. It takes training. It takes commitment. It takes dedication. It takes love of country, and Sylvia has that. And I believe that as a people, we owe her that. So I'm hoping that we would still be able, though in the twilight of my own political years, I would still be able to see a Sylvia Grant, you know, rewarded in the way that she deserves.